If you've ever felt that quiet, persistent pull to create, that whisper that there's more to life, you keep losing it in the noise of the daily routine, this might be the spark that you've been waiting for. 2 years ago, I made the choice to lean fully into my creative potential, to stop holding back, to stop editing myself down, and to see what was actually possible if I gave my art the time and space it needed to develop. The artist's way has been a huge part of that journey. The old stories, the self-doubt, and the excuses that kept me small, not only in my creativity, but in my whole life. Welcome to the Creative Resonance, where art, life, and wild expression collide. I'm Athena Rose, artist and creator, here to remind you that life is your canvas, and every choice you make is a brush stroke. Join me, and let's create something beautiful together. In this episode, I'm going to share with you the basic tools that make this process so powerful, what you can expect over the next 12 weeks as we go on this artist's way journey, and how these practices are going to help you reconnect with your creative potential. So if you're ready to lean in, clear the noise, and make something beautiful, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Creative Resonance series, a grounded week-by-week journey through Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way. This is the introduction. In this episode, I'll be walking you through the process and giving you the tools to be successful on this journey. This isn't a workbook walkthrough. This is a creative recovery process. A space to reconnect to your voice, your rhythm, and your truth, even if life has pulled you far away from that. I'll be right here with you through all 12 weeks, one chapter at a time. No pressure to be perfect, no pressure to produce. Just a consistent space and community to return yourself to. All ships rise with the tide, and as we go on this journey together, we rise together. What you can expect. I love Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way because even after years of coaching and yoga, this was the one thing that I felt gave a full holistic picture of diving deep within to find what was truly blocking me from the life that I wanted to live. Each week carries a specific theme. And each week, I'll release a new episode that walks through the theme of that chapter, the tools that we are practicing, and the mindset work that ties it all together. You'll also get weekly prompts and reflections that I'll be posting over on my Instagram at Athena Rose Art, because we're doing this as a creative circle, not a solo journey. When we hit 500 subscribers here on YouTube, we unlock the community tab so we can stay connected right here between episodes. These are the foundational tools. What you'll need to go through this process successfully. Number 1, picking up a copy of Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way. You can find this directly from her website or find it in a local bookstore or thrift shop. This book has been around for a while. I'm sure you can find a copy. Even ask a creative friend. I'm sure they have one lying around. The second piece of equipment you're going to need is your handy dandy notebook. Now, I don't want you using the fact that you don't have a notebook handy to not get this done. Don't let what you do and don't have be an excuse for you to start. Before we dive into the practical tools, I want to dive into the basic principles, a way to rewire old stories and limiting beliefs that keep us small, disconnected, or creatively blocked. Cameron, whom a friend once lovingly referred to as the artist's grandma, describes these principles as kind of a spiritual electricity. If you have your book already, you can find these principles on page 3. I encourage you to read through them, write them out by hand. Personally, I keep these on the background of my phone so I can see them as a reminder on a daily basis. I've also used a tapping exercise to reinforce these principles, literally tapping on specific meridian lines and releasing old beliefs. If you're interested in this practice, keep an eye out. I'll be sharing a short guided tapping video where we can work through these principles together. This is about shifting your mindset, rewiring your neural pathways, connecting with the deeper, more expansive parts of yourself. And now we're going to talk about how we integrate these tools into the practices that have changed my life. These two practices are the morning pages and the artist's date. The morning pages are 3-page of stream of consciousness writing, unscripted, unfiltered, done every morning. They clear out the noise, they build momentum, and they connect you to yourself in ways you might not expect. The artist's date is a weekly solo date that you go on by yourself. No pressure, just exploration and delight. Don't feel that you need a lot of money to go on something like this. You can take $5 and go to the dollar store and pick out fun things to play with or create with. You can take yourself for a walk or for a hike by yourself in a new place where you're exploring new things and opening up new neural pathways. Go for a drive in the mountain and feel those repetitive curves of the road and see where that guides you in this world. It's all about getting out into the world and allowing your intuition to lead your creative self. And see what fun you can find in the world. We'll begin working with these tools as we enter week 1. Don't look at these as temporary tasks. Look at these as lifelong rhythms or habits that you're building. A practice that allows your voice to come back to the surface. I suggest heading over to my website, Athena Rose Art, and downloading the habit tracker for free. When I first started these habits, this tool was invaluable. If you're feeling nervous, skeptical, or even numb, that's okay. Don't need to be ready. You just need to be curious. You don't have to believe in the process to begin it. You just have to show up with a little time, with honesty, with openness, and with the willingness to try again. This series isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering the creative core that has always been there, beneath the pressure, beneath the noise. Next week, we begin week 1, recovering a sense of safety, because creativity doesn't come back when it's forced. It comes back when you make it safe to return. Let's begin there together. Until next time, subscribe to the channel, pick up a copy of the book, grab a notebook, and check out my Instagram over at Athena Rose Art. Love ya. Bye. Thank you for spending your time with me. If you felt that spark, that quiet, powerful pulse of inspiration, I'd love to hear your story. Share a comment, join our circle, and keep creating.